Hello, everybody. Anybody here? Well, hopefully y'all can hear me. I got my microphone on. If you're here and you can hear me, please leave a comment. Good morning, everybody. Okay, I see a little movement. Okay, it's working. Good morning, Mushroom Mesa. Nice to see you. Let's see, Mushroom Mesa, that name. I know that name. Oh, Mike. There we go. I couldn't recognize your handle. I knew it was somebody. Yeah, I love your videos, bro. Those that metal farm barn, that metal structure you built is beautiful. Nice to see you. I'm glad you could stop by and check out my live. Um, Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Jambo. Yeah, I try to remember people, Mike. I meet so many people. It's hard to remember everybody. But yeah, this is my little brunch I do every week just to say hi to a bunch of people and try to answer any questions people might have on stuff I do or stuff they're doing and they might be curious about. Good morning, Satterwolf. How are you? Um, Good morning, Dr. 420. That's cool. I got some nice 420 going outside right now. I just looked this morning. I'm getting ready to harvest. They're turning the most beautiful dark purple color around the buds. So thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I love what you're doing too. I mean, that glass room with your fruiting room with the glass wall, that's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see some live stuff of that. Also, your flow hoods are just beautiful. I mean, I got a flow hood, but I mean, if you look at mine, I'll just show you real quick. Mine is just a little guy. It's just it's hard to see in this light. Let's see if I can turn some light on here. Yeah, it's just a little guy. It's a 2x2, but it's better than nothing. And you got to start somewhere. So that's my little 2x2. It's pretty fun. It does all my little stir work, all I need to do. So that works out really well. Good morning, Mike Baraball. How are you? Yeah, Doc. I'm in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, it's legal to have up to 6 plants per person, up to 12 plants. They have to be monitored or under lock and key. I have video cameras on them, obviously, so that takes care of the law. And I got 4 plants right now growing right alongside my house. Check out some of my videos or on IG. I have pictures of them. They're looking beautiful. I'm gonna harvest them in the next. Probably, I want to get as many days in as I can to let them concentrate up or thicken up a little bit more. So yeah, that's the goal on that, is try to get everything nice and concentrated before I pick them. And the temperatures are still reaching the 60s every day, so they're getting down around the low 30s at night, but they haven't been really that bad of a frost yet. So I'm gonna give them as long as I can. Hopefully my shoulder heals up completely before I do decide to take them down, because I've had issues with my shoulder the past week. Last week I was doing my live and I had to stop about an hour in. I just couldn't handle it. My arm was killing me. Let's see. Yeah, Saturdays. I want to get as long as I can out of them. Um, so, anyways, if anybody has any questions on mushrooms, please feel free to ask. Just put a little cue or a couple cues so I can see them. It makes it easier for me to see it when it's on the screen. Otherwise, I can't see it that well. Okay, I lost my mouse. Where'd it go? Well, I think my mouse died on my computer, or my computer died, so we'll see. Oh boy, here we go again. Okay, guys, I think I'm almost back. I think I'm back, guys. I really don't know, but I'm finding out shortly. Hello, had to switch to a different device. Of course, every day, every week this happens. I don't know why. But, okay. Is that better, guys? We back? Sorry, I don't know what the hell happened this time. The battery on my mouse died. So apparently when the battery on the mouse died, it killed the computer completely. Like last week when I kicked it by accident, it killed the computer. So we're back to a cell phone. Sorry about the audio. I hope it's okay. Maybe I can get this mic to work. Let's see if this will work. Can you guys still hear me? I'm trying the lapel mic to see if it's working. If it works, we'll just go with that. If not, I'll go with the actual audio from the phone. Okay. Thanks, Jumbo. Sorry, guys. It's always something, I guess. It's every week something happens. It's like I test it every week for like 10 minutes before we even start. Guys, like not 10 minutes. Like I spend an hour getting ready for this, and I get all my stuff together. I clean the lab. I get everything ready, and then as soon as we start, something happens, and I don't know why, but okay. Thank you. I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll figure it out. One of these weeks, everything goes just perfectly, and then we won't know what to do. If it went perfect, we wouldn't know what to do, right? Okay. There, let's get this. Okay. So, I wanted to show you guys this anyways before we get too far away and then before anything crashes. Look at these beautiful stormtroopers. A really cool flush right here. I got two flushes. I got that, and I got these little albino roller coasters. But I want to show you these stormtroopers real quick. Look how beautiful these are coming out. Look how thick. This is my 1 pound block. It's a 1 pound 4T grow bag it's a 4T bag size with 6 ounces of spawn and about 8 to 12 ounces of core. Just a couple handfuls. It weighs about a pound after you harvest, but this has probably got a good 200 grams of freaking fruit on it. That's not bad for this little tiny amount of BE, as they would say. But anyways, yeah, that's the stormtrooper. I just took some swabs, so hopefully I'll be able to get a mono and move this around into some other strains. Like this one is that one there is from Dirty South Mycology, if anybody's curious. He's the gentleman that passed away about a year ago in a house fire. God rest his soul. Great guy. He had some amazing cultures. This is another one. I believe this is his as well. This is called Albino Roller Coaster. This one's got a bad spot on it over here, but that's okay. The rest of them look really good. I got a bunch of little ones in the middle there that are getting ready to pop up too. These are my little grows, and then I got this one I want to show you guys is the caramel popcorn, the mutation I'm growing. It's got a bunch of little mutants on the bottom starting to grow in, but it's got a beautiful fin structure. I can't pick it up because it doesn't have a bag on it, but I can turn it around. Beautiful fins. Anyways, yeah, that's my albino on that. And then the other one I wanted to show you guys was my new tub, my shoebox of peanuts. These are coming in nice. There's some flush of gnats coming in. That's that. They're sounding kind of cute. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that's coming along. Well, that one's just got a couple little pins. We won't go into that one, but I wanted to show you those, and then show you some other stuff like some different bags I'm testing. This is a little 8-ounce bag of popcorn. Came out nice, all perfectly white. And then I went up to a 16-ounce popcorn, and this one came out really nice, all Yeti. This is a liquid culture I made. Came out really nice, all white. I'm going to be supplying those to bulk tomorrow because I have some new containers coming in, and this is another one. These are my popcorn jars. They're about they're pint size, so they're about 3/4 of a pint in each one. And then I also have my half pints, which grow out to this size. Which these are going to be going into. I ordered a bunch of 5x6 aluminum trays with the clear plastic lids for like baking. I want to use them inside my dub tubs as spawn bags or spawn. like mini shoeboxes, because I don't really want to grow a full shoebox with one strain. I want to do the little like 5 by half size, half a shoebox. If they made a half size shoebox, I'd be happy. They don't seem to make one the way I want it. So that's where that's at. Let me see what we got here for the comments. Let's see, Mike. Hey, Happy, how you doing, Mike? What's up? Mushroom Mesa, thank you, Derek. Arc, yeah, I had it labeled as ABB, but it should be ARC. I had it listed for ABB for some reason. I must have just either transposed the letters or whatever when I made my plate transfers. But I spoke to the gentleman, Bertram, buddy, the guy on IG that sent me the cultures from DSM. And he said the only one he could think of would be albino roller coaster. And that makes sense. ABRARC. Yeah, that makes more sense. Albino roller coaster. I easily could have made ABR into ABB. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to get some more of those. I got tons of Stormtrooper mycelium growing on plates stored, so I don't really need Stormtrooper culture. What I need is I need a mono. So that's why I swapped some of them, and I swapped some of the ABC or ARC as well. Once I get a couple more monos, I'm waiting on some swaps I'm getting from Ed Grant in Thailand. He's sending me some. I ordered some, and he sent a bunch. So they take a little while to get here from Thailand, so that'll be fun to take some monos on those. Yeah, Jim, but that's a full flush. When you have a 4-inch circle, when it's flushing 8 inches around, that's a nice flush for that little bit of spawn. I mean, literally the bag was this size when I started it. So it was this size, and I mean, I'm not exaggerating. It's not that big. It's, you know, and this is actually going to be a nice flush too. And these little ones down here, some of these are real soft, or they're hollow. They're not soft. The skin is stuff, but they're hollow, so they're not very thick. I believe they all have similar genetics in them because of the way that they're soft, but they're hard. The flesh is hard, but they're hollow. I know that makes sense. So they're not soft yet, but you can crush them really easily. But yeah, that coral, that's beautiful. That's caramel popcorn. I got that from MycoAlan Genetics. It's a free gift with any order. He has it as a free culture only. I also give it away when anybody wants it. I'll make a plate of it, and I usually give it away when they buy something, or or I give it in gifts sometimes. I have it in on many plates. It's kind of cool because it also let me show you one more thing on the caramel popcorn plates. If I can, I probably won't be able to find it right now. I won't be able to find it right now, but it plate pins like crazy. I'll give one little stack a chance and see if it's in here. Smurf, Peyote, TTBVI. Nope. I got a nice lion's mane I can show you. So this one's really cool. I put some of these on the website or on the YouTube channel. Check out that lion's mane growth. That is so cool, isn't it? It's growing like tentacles, like antlers. It's not antler, it's lion's mane. Got this from Matt over Tree Digs. Musilium, they made this one for me. Or they sent me the cut. I bought the Let's see what's going on in the comments. Happy, I'm sitting outside a hard rock charging station in Tulsa. Oh, that's nice. So, let's see. Does anybody have any questions? I might have missed some questions because I can't see the full screen now. I can only see part of it on my iPhone here. So hopefully if you have any questions, you can send them on in, and I will check with you and answer them. Harley, nice to see you. Yeah, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool, the structure of lion's mane? I actually did this as a sacrificial plate. What I also did is I melted a couple little tiny holes in the top of the plate to see if it'll reach out the holes and grow off the plate, just for fun. I have a bunch of these that look like that, but this one I threw it around a little bit, made some holes. Headshot. Anyways, so what I did is I drilled a couple holes with a hot scalpel. I just put little tiny holes. So what it's doing is it's reaching for the air coming in the holes. That's just a little experiment I'm doing just for fun. I like doing stuff like that, so it's just Yeah, it's just for fun. It's nothing big. Okay, what's your plan for Lions Mane? I don't have a plan yet because every time I've tried to make Master's Mix, I couldn't get the soy hull pellets, so I tried using wheat bran. But what I had for fuel pellets, I had them moisturized in a bag and I sterilized them, but they ended up going green, so I had to throw it away. So I don't have a Master's Mix bag yet, but I got to get one. I'm going to try Master's Mix. Hopefully that works. I'm sure Master's Mix will work. It works for everybody. I got to get it onto grain and get it to grow properly. I've had bad luck with a lot of things because I grow in a basement, so I've had to rebuild a few times because of water and moisture issues. Now I'm finally in a situation where I can do things and they don't instantly go contaminated. I had luck before. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I didn't. But I had equal bad luck. Not bad luck, bad conditions that made bad results. So with dealing with pasteurization and stuff, I didn't have as much luck with it because I was getting too much other stuff. So I'm going to get some Master's Mix. I'm going to get a bag and I'm going to try it. I have grown Lion's Mane once before from a kit. That's actually what got me interested in Lion's Mane. I really want to grow it, but I don't have the equipment and I'm not working. So everything is kind of like, as I save up for things, I get things and do it. But yeah, it should be fun. I can't wait to try it. Yeah, and Mike, I tried that. Well, I kind of tried your vermiculite trick in some. This is not proper, okay? That's not it. Where to go? I had a whole bag of things here. Here we go. So I had some old rye grass seeds someone sent me to try growing. So what I did is I put it in a bag with some vermiculite, and I sterilized it, and I did the moisture, and the content was perfect. Absolutely perfect. These little bags, these are 8-ounce bags of rye seed and vermiculite mixed with water. It came out perfectly hydrated. I just tie up the top to keep it shut. But yeah, I made about 8 of those yesterday. I'm testing them out. I got 2 of them I put agar on them to try them. So hopefully that works. I can't wait to try it. But yeah, things are looking up, Mike. It's so much more fun now to do things and not have contamination issues all the time. It's just relaxing. It's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get that Lion's Mane going. I'd like to start growing some other gourmets as well because I need to start figuring out a way to sell some of this stuff on the legal market, like with gourmets. I could easily start growing some gourmets in a small tent or something on the side just to get a few pounds a month or a week or something to send out to a few restaurants in my area, possibly. I don't know. I'm still looking into that. I just started thinking about that. Oh yeah, I'm always experimenting, Mike. But yeah, I got bags, jars, tubs, everything. I try to do it all as much as I can. Yeah, that's all. Just yeah. Let's see. Trying to read the comments. Sorry, guys. Takes a minute, especially using an iPhone, trying to get everything from the iPhone onto this and onto that. One thing I am going to do is plug it in before it dies, because it will die on me today. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm going to get the plug available for the hose. Okay. Oh, probably going to kill everything doing this, right? Yeah. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, there. Now if I can get some power to this, I'll be all set. Just give me 1 second, guys. I gotta put the power onto the phone. Sorry, guys. Takes a second to switch things around here. Okay, phone's charging. Hopefully that will stay charging for a little while. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Had to get the phone charging or else we would die in the middle of this thing. Okay, Jambo, the fresh swabs I used in the video yesterday, what I did is I actually swabbed the fruit right there in the video. And then I put the swabs, you saw me how I put them in a little cup. Those were right in the airflow of my fan. So they were drying that whole time I did the video, which it was probably about 10 minutes worth of drying, which they were not very wet. So I didn't swab any water to get them very wet. I was just barely touching the surface of the mushroom gills. So I was basically just picking up spores. They weren't wet at all. So I just put them in front of the flow hood for a little while I was collecting them all. And then I was just taking, and I swabbed one onto a streak plate. I streaked a plate with one, and then I took a fluff of cotton for the grab and drag. But no, they weren't wet at all. I put them in the bags right after that in the video. They were perfectly dry. I actually just swabbed those stormtroopers a little while ago. They're sitting over there in a closed container drying as I speak because for some reason albinos, they tend to get a blue look to them if you do any pressure whatsoever. And you want them to be white because the spores are translucent. But for some reason, whether I get them too late or it's just the way because of the moisture in the box, I'm letting them sit out of the humidity box for a little while because I'm going to re-swab them again after this video in a couple hours once they've had time to just acclimate into a dry area. See what happens. I mean, I'm just trying different things, trying to figure out how to get it to work perfectly or properly. I shouldn't say perfectly, work properly. Well, let's see what the questions are here. Good afternoon, Justin. Nice to see you. Actually, those air holes, Justin, there's a reason for that. I saw someone else in a video have lion's mane in something, and they had a small pinhole, and it grew a freaking big lion's mane out of a pinhole. So I figured, hey, why not try it? It might be something interesting. Might work. Let's see. I'm reading the comments. Hey, Jason, nice to see you. 5280, what's up? And let's see. Yesterday, I don't know what that means, Mike. Derek. Yes, I do. I have those for grow bags. These are them. Okay, this is a snape which has a 2-piece grow ring on the top of the bag. One piece slips on top of the other. One piece goes around the bag like that. Okay. Then you fold the bag over it and you put this is the filter piece, just a little like 1.5-inch filter. It slides right over so you can exchange the air inside. Like it's hard to show you what. So the air does move in there a little bit. You can't do a search term for air ring for rings. Go to AliExpress. I'll put a comment up. Just send me a comment and I'll answer you with where to get them. Basically, go to AliExpress and type in mushroom grow bags, and you'll see tons of different things. Look for the ones that have no filter patch, and then in the options of purchase, they'll have the rings, or they come with rings. These came with the rings. That's where I got into them. But yeah, it's on AliExpress and they're mushroom grow bags. But yeah, I can put if you have more of a question, I can put it up a link for you. That's no problem. It's not certain. It would be mushroom grow bag ring or something like that. I would just Google it. You could probably do that. Just type. What I do is I Google things with like every possible word I can think of. Mushroom bag, no filter, grow ring filtered bag cop, and you'll probably find them. And just search through the images until you find one and then click on it. You'll find it. If not, I'll send you a link. Yeah, filter ring, okay, or filter ringy things. That's what I spend so much time searching for stupid shit because I see things and I forget where I saw them, so I have to look for them. That's the way things go. No, Mike, I didn't have a live yesterday. I just did a video. It was like 18 minutes long. Just actually, I had a problem with it. I did it. I recorded myself. I was just doing some lab work. It was just me in front of the flow hood taking swabs and putting them into a package and doing a couple. It was nothing really informative. It was just me doing shit. I just recorded it for the hell of it. And when I went to check it out on the video, I ended up posting. I taped it in slow motion. So the whole thing was like 25, 30 minutes long. It was like a 10-minute video. So I had to change the speed of the video for like, it changed on its own. It went like the first 5 minutes were fine. Then all of a sudden it started flashing the lights and it went to slow motion. I must have touched the screen somehow because I had the phone up on top of my flow hood facing down. So I must have touched the screen. It got into slow motion for like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes, but it looked like 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden it went back to normal. So I'm trying to adjust the speed in my editing software, which I don't know how to use. I use InShot, and it just basically puts the videos together. And sometimes I can make fancy things happen. But so I had to find the exact spot where it switched. And I switched it from normal speed to 6.8 times speed to get it to the right. Ended up being a 17-minute video. The volume's a little weird, and the actions are a little weird because it's in slow motion converted back to fast speed. It was just a bitch. You don't need an FFU. What are you letting sit in the quiet area, Jason Jumbo? The fruit, or? That's awesome. I hope you do have a flush very soon. What are you going to leave sitting around? Oh, if you do swabs, you can just put them in a shoebox or something. Just when you take them and you swab, get or anything that has a little bit of air, not flow, but just open air. Let them dry. They'll evaporate. You don't need to have a fan blowing on them. They can just sit there for a couple hours in a box. It's a sterile box. Take a box, a shoe box, spray it with ISO, wipe it out, make sure it's dry and sterile. Take your swabs, put them into on a little flat, like something that's flat so that they're not sticking up and hitting the top of the box, but something flat, like this is what I use. This is what I used. It's like a soap dish. Okay. Take this, spray it with ISO, and then what you do is you lay your swabs just across it like this so that they're flat, but the ends are sticking off over here so they can dry. That's one way to do it. It's pretty simple. And then after about an hour, they'll be pretty much dry, and then you can put them back in their wrappers. Just don't touch them. Just don't touch inside the wrapper. Don't touch anything past the ends on the wood. And just be very, very gentle when you swab if that's what you're talking about. You don't want to dig in between the gills. You want to basically if these are the gills, you just want your swab to just skate across them unless they're wide enough and it can sit in there without damaging them. And then you can twist it in between them, like you're just putting your thing between two. Yeah, you guys get the picture. Be gentle, it's like you're touching a woman. Just be very nice. Be gentle. This isn't a rough thing. This is a gentle thing to make swabs. But yeah, it says lab work, Mike Barabal. It's just a stupid video I just posted for fun. The audio sucks. My fan was running. It's just I put in there. I had to have the fan running because you can't do sterile work without the fan. But yeah, so yeah, that was fun. It was just something to do. I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more. Just putting up video of me just working in the lab, just stuff I do. I do record a lot of it, but what happens is it doesn't come out right or something happens, so I just stop. Okay, does anybody have any more questions? We can get into some questions. I would love to answer some questions. Sorry, I gotta open the door and blow the smoke out. I don't like smoking in here, but I'm not gonna walk away from the live feed every time I want to take a smoke. Yeah, it's just a boring video, Mike. There's not really much talking for the first 5-10 minutes. Buddy is doing awesome. But thank you, Derek. Excuse me. I gotta drink a lot because I need moisture in my shoulder. Hey, JB, thank you for coming. Yeah, if you watch the video I did yesterday, at one point in the video, Jumbo, I put the mushrooms upside down on the table that I work on, and I actually literally those mushrooms were just basically barely standing upright on their own. If you touched them in any direction, they almost tipped over. And I was able to basically just touch the mushroom so gently that they barely moved back and forth. It looks worse in the video because I had sped it up. So it looked like they were going back and forth, but they really were barely moving. I mean, they were almost ready to tip over at any point if I touched them. That's how soft you have to be. You're just barely touching it. Like you're trying to just clean the wing of a fly, or you're cleaning antique art painting and you're just wanting to barely scratch the surface. That's all you're doing. Those spores, if they're ready, they're going to come off on the swab. If you get gill tissue or you don't dry them properly, you're going to just get bacteria on your plate. I mean, I do it all the time. It happens all the time to me. I get bacterial plates from swabbing all the time because I don't have the best luck yet. I'm still learning, but I've taken advice from Ed and other people, and now I'm getting luck with them. I'm sorry, I was getting horrible luck. Now I'm getting luck. I've been having good luck with my clones. I've been having good luck with my swabbing. Everything is starting to work. I got like clones I took. This was a clone I took on the 12th of the green cap P. natalensis. And that's a clone tissue in the middle there. That's not a transfer. That's clone in the middle. There's writing on the plate, of course, but if you look at it, it looks freaking beautiful. Here we go. I'll go from the back. That's a little piece of tissue in there, and finally starting to get things to work first try. And then this is a T0 Shax swab plate that's coming out. No bacteria, but it's just not growing yet. It's just a swab plate. I got so many petri dishes and shit around. One of these days, I'll just set up a video and just go through every plate I have. Then you guys will see that things do contaminate. Some things don't, but some things do. I had a bag of rice that contaminated yesterday. I threw it away. It happens. Let's see if there's any questions here. George McKenna, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. What strains am I growing right now? Stormtrooper, albino roller coaster, Yeti, Gorilla Wizard, Cosmic Ghost, Shaktai Mutant, Black Cap Nat, Green Cap Nat, Peanut, Z Strain. I got so many strains going right now. I have about 30 going, and I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got about 24 fruit in tubs and fruiting. My little fruiting condition, or my chambers, like right over here, you can see those are all my jars up there, but they go back a few rows too, so you can actually see there's actually quite a few back there. And then these are the bags and stuff right there. Over here I have a mono tub full of bunch of small bag grows. I got a bunch of bag grows back there. I got all my shoe boxes over here. So yeah, I got quite a few things growing right now. Hopefully they all turn out okay. I lose about 5%, so it does happen, it happens, what I can't want perfection. I'm not trying to grow 1,000 pounds a week. I'm trying to grow a few for myself and a few friends just for fun and to learn. I want to learn how to do the breeding and stuff like that. I do have crosses I've already started. I got some right here that are actually fruiting. I'm not gonna be able to find the tote right this second, but let me get it. I'll see if I can get it. Here it is. This here's a cross I did of Stormtrooper and Anubis. Now the problem is I thought Anubis was a brown cap. It's not. It's an albino. But my clone is finally starting to pin. There are some pins in there. There is no contamination in there. It might look it, but it's not. That white back there is mycelium. It's just been growing thick like that for about 2 weeks. If it was trick, it would have been green by now. But anyways, yeah. So there's some pins right in the middle there. Nice little pins. So anyways, my first cross is finally pinning. Actually, I had another cross I did, but I don't know if it ended up working. So we'll see how that one turns out. So it's going to be a combination of Stormtrooper and Anubis. Anubis is a little bit longer, thicker. Stormtrooper flips over and has skinny little stipes, and they all flip over. So if that's somewhere in the middle, hopefully, and then maybe see what the second generation looks like. I'm growing lots of them, George. I grow a ton of them. I got Stormtrooper right here. If you just joined, you didn't see this. This is I grow a lot of these little small bags. They're this size. They're about 4 inches round, and they fruit on top. This is the Stormtrooper I just got fruiting, or I've been fruiting. So that's a nice little flush there of Stormtrooper. If I hang it upside down, you can see it better. But yeah, I think they're beautiful. And then the other one that I just had there was albino roller coaster, which is another one that's kind of fruiting. There's a ton of pins in the middle there. So yeah, Those are fruiting right now. I've already harvested a bunch in the past week that I couldn't wait any longer. I was going to try to save them for today. I harvested a whole tub of Kid Gib. It ended up being 200 grams wet, 14.8 grams dry. That's not it. This is the peanut I harvested the other day. This is just dried in the jar. I don't know where I did that one. Here it is. This was yesterday's harvest of Kid Gib, all dried out. But yeah, I just packed them in here. So that's not bad for a little harvest, one shoebox. Yeah. Well, the roller coaster, the Stormtrooper. I love Stormtrooper. Ghost is good. Yeah, I want to try some Ghost on this. Some original Ghost or some true albino teacher. I have a swab tat that I got on Agar, finally starting to grow. I'm going to be growing that out soon. I'd like to start with like originals like True Albino Teacher, Albino Penis Envy. I got some of those growing. Yeti is one of my favorites. This is going to be a nice bag to grow. This is a nice white bag of popcorn growing mycelium. It's already had a break and shake. This is about 2 days after the break and shake. And I spawned this. I did the LC in this one on October 5th. So that's not bad for 13 days and a break and shake. So it's ready. I can send that tomorrow, as well as a bunch of others. Just way it goes. Yeah, that's definitely given an albino penis envy vibe, definitely. But it was isolated by DSM, Dirty South Mycology. That's Stormtrooper and the albino roller coaster were his strains that he isolated or bred or whatever. I got from a friend, and I'm growing them. Nice. Liberty caps are fun. I've never seen any in person. In my area, there's not really much for mushrooms. There might be. I've never been into foraging. Physically, I can't walk a lot. I can walk plenty around the yard and the house, but if I went for like a half-mile walk, I'd be in agony. I wouldn't be able to do it. Just my legs and feet just don't do it anymore. I got neuropathy and spinal stenosis and stuff like that, so I can't do it. It just doesn't work. I'm fully capable of walking around and doing things, but I can't do things for a long period of time. Like even I can't sit for a long period of time. I can't lay down for a long period of time. I can't walk. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying those are things that limit me as far as being able to do things like foraging, which I think would be fun, but man, I'm thirsty all of a sudden. So, one quick thing. I do have that raffle going on, but I haven't had any interest in it yet. So I'm thinking of postponing it till either after the elections or after the holidays. So unless I get a big push for that raffle right now, I'm not going to be pushing it very hard until after the holidays, probably. I know things are tough out there, and I wouldn't want people to spend money where they don't need to. So yeah, we'll probably push that back unless I get a bunch of people interested really quickly. I'm going to keep it open, but I'm not going to promise the raffle going until after the holidays, unless we sell out quickly. I got 40 to 50 tickets available depending on interest. But it's still going on. It's just delayed. I'm not going to necessarily say it's going to happen November 1st because I can't honestly say I'm going to sell 5 tickets by November 1st. I don't know. The last raffle went off in a few weeks, so that was great. And the person that won, Curious Myco, he's absolutely loving his filter unit. He won a 2x4 fan filter unit, and he loves it. He sent me some pictures. It's in his closet. He's got this cool little paper towel holder. He's got it all set up. So, hey, no problem, Nerdy. Take your time. No rush. So I'm probably going to push that back just a little while. You know, it's still going to happen. We're going to do a lot of raffles this upcoming year and other things, hopefully. I want to try to put together an all-in-one kit for people on the relatively inexpensive side. It would be like 2 shoe boxes with 2 tins to put your spawned bulks. So you'll have, depending on these new trays I'm getting, if they fit properly, it's going to be a shoe box with 2 trays. So you're going to get 2 trays of substrate in a box with probably colonized grain spawn that would go to both, or you could have two separate, one for each, depending on what strains I have available. I can knock them up here in front of the fan filter unit and have them sterile and ready to go, or you can do it yourself from an LC. So it'll basically be a kit that you'd put together with all the holes drilled and everything ready. Just tub it up and then let them grow. But we'll see. I mean, I don't want to make money off it. I just want to make it available and make enough to cover my expenses, of course. I'm thinking, I don't know, the price point I want to get is probably around like $25 plus shipping or something like that, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, Mike, I'll talk to you, Mike. We can make something up for you either way. I just to do something for people that I don't know is the key, so that somebody just getting into the hobby would be able to just buy it and be a little more in depth than a grow kit or like one of those rhizopods or whatever. Those are cool, but they're just so thick. I can't imagine waiting 4 months, 2 months to start fruiting and then another month of fruit. I just think that's a little long. I would rather have something grow within a month, month and a half at the most to fruit. From nothing to fruit in a month and a half is more my style. But yeah, Mike, if you're interested, you talk to me. We can figure something out. I can definitely get you started. I've been sending. You're in my area. You're in Massachusetts anyway, so I could probably come to your house and help you if you wanted. That's no problem. We could meet up and I could teach you. I don't mind. That would definitely be an option for us. You're close by. I mean, you're in the same state as me. I mean, it's no worse than going to Michigan or something for a shroom fest. I'll help you. I don't mind at all. I'm not going to charge you for learning. I'm not going to charge you at all just for materials, whatever it costs. We're friends. That's fine. Yeah. Anytime you want, Mike, just get in touch with me. You can either email me or IG me or Facebook, whatever. I'm on all the platforms. Nerdy, how's it going? How you been? Don't be sorry. You're not late. You're just here. Yeah, we'll figure something out, Mike. Let's see. And yeah, I'm actually, Mike. I'm right near Worcester, so Massachusetts. You know where I'm at, Sturbridge. So I'm like 20 minutes from Worcester towards the west. Yeah, I'll find you. I got your address. I'll look and see where you are on a map. I'm not gonna throw it out there on the video to say where you're at. I don't care what people know where I'm at. I'm not doing anything wrong. But yeah, let's see. I'm just checking the comments, make sure I'm not missing anybody here. I'm so glad this TV or this iPhone is finally working. At least it's not dying on me. I'm going to get this computer thing figured out. If I was, a wealthy man, I'd just buy a computer. I have access to a car, Mike. Yeah, we have me and my father. My mother passed last year, but it's just me and my father now. We got a pickup truck. We got a minivan. We got a car. We got a few vehicles. I can use minivan in the car anytime I want. Oh, sorry, an itch in my shoulder. Ace, what's going on? Boston. Yeah, I can take care of Ace. Whatever, just hit me up. Give me a call. We'll figure something out. Or not give me a call, but, email me or check me out on any of the social medias. I'm on IG or anything. My email is, it's right in the corner of the screen. Just email me. Anytime anybody has any questions, or even if you just want to talk, guys, I don't mind at all. You can email me and we can get in touch with each other. I mean, even if you just feel like shit and you just want to yell at somebody, I don't mind being yelled at. In a good way, if you want to just yell and get things out, I don't mind. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, that was last July. Well, actually, right after I started playing with mushrooms. Right about March and April, I started getting interested in mushrooms again. Just something to do. I've been sober for 2.5 years at the time, so I was getting bored. I started off when I first got clean. I got into RC cars, and that is the most expensive, extravagant habit you can never get into. So I got clean October of 2021, or 2020. Sorry, October 28th of 2020. I got clean, and then by February I started getting into RC cars, and I spent my first $5,000 within like 3 months. I spent so much money on RC cars, and I can't get rid of them. They're worth money, but I can't get rid of them. So then I got Buddy in September of 2021. It was August 30th, September 30th. I forget exactly. I got it written down. But it was the end of August, beginning of September. We got Buddy, and that just RC cars went out the window for me from Buddy because I love Buddy, and that's just what my hobby ended up being at that point. So I went full force 24/7 into raising a good dog, and taking him out every hour whenever he needed to go. He never had a single accident in the house unless he was sick, which did happen once. He threw up a couple times in the house, but I can't blame him if he gets sick. And as a puppy, he did pee once the first couple days he was home, but I made sure to take him out every hour or so, and that became my life. And then about a year or so of that, it was like 2022, 2022, and then it came in 2023. I got interested in mushrooms again. So in March and April, I started getting into mushrooms in 2023, and then June 9th, they told my mother she had cancer and she had about a month to live. That was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, June 9th. Sorry, it's a little morbid. So she lived till July 23rd, or July 20th, I'm sorry, 2023. So July 20th, 2023. And she passed at midnight exactly on the 23rd, well, 12:11, with my hand, I was holding her hand. It was my shift. My father watched her until midnight, and I came out to watch her through the night on hospice. So she wasn't really conscious, but I grabbed her hand. She let out her last breath and died. Sorry. Anyways, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Sorry, guys. Anyways, yeah, so that's what happened. Then I got into mushrooms big time at that point. Traxxas, yeah, Traxxas are cool. Oh, thanks, guys. I dealt with it. It's not that. I just didn't expect to talk about it. Yeah, it was tough. She was only 70, 71. She was born in 52. So yeah, she was 71. She would have been 71 in December, last December. So yeah. Excuse me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so anyways, back to reality. Yeah, no. Yeah, actually, Nerdy, I don't know. Yeah, you probably remember, but the day after she passed away, I was on Pop's channel, Pop Shrooms, 9 a.m. Monday through Friday at the Detroit Mush Lab. But yeah, I was there every day. He that actually helped me meet most of you guys, and yeah, Nerdy, I met you. I met all you guys, Derek, all you guys, Mike. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, I met you guys, and I got into mushrooms hardcore, and now I'm able to be a better person about things in life. I'm clean, sober for it'll be 4 years on the 28th, so we're coming up on that date. Let's see, yeah. Yeah, she is, Mike. Absolutely, she is. Yeah. Well, it's funny because Happy Dirt Dude, he's a really good friend of mine. When I first started seeing Tea Time in the morning crew, the Tea Crew in the morning time, Happy was a new visitor as well, and all of a sudden, Pops told the story about a guy that's driving around a little dump truck with dirt and Happy Dirt Dude. That story ended up making me and Happy become friends because all of a sudden after that, Happy and I got in touch with each other somehow. And just from that moment on, we just became great friends, as well as many of us that have talked after, being on Tea Time and stuff. Yeah, it was me, Happy, and then Ronnie. He started too. Hey, B Hendrix, what's up? Yeah, actually, you know what? I like the channel. I don't get there as much as I used to. A lot of stuff going on, and it's time for some new people to enjoy the message as well, because I've heard a lot of it already. I've already gone through the 4 agreements a couple times, and I'm not saying that it's not time to be there. I like seeing all you guys, but I'd rather see you guys than listen to I don't so I try to spend my time getting there and seeing you guys every day, at least saying hi. But sometimes it's tough. But yeah, I spent a good year coming every day. Every morning I was there pretty much for about a year. But yeah, we stuck around. I'm glad we stuck around too. I'm glad I got to meet all you guys. Yeah, we all started about a year ago. But Well, it's not about getting much. For me, it's more about giving to others now at this point. I got what I needed. Now I'd rather give to others. And I don't have to give it to others there because that's not my platform to give to people. That's Pops' platform to teach people in his way. My platforms are my social media. This is where I'm giving. Your platform, Nerdy, is your Myco League. I mean, Nerdy's got the Colorado Myco League wrapped up. I mean, that guy is doing things. I mean, we all got to find our own place to give back in our own way, or not give back and just take. It's up to what people want to do with their own lives. I mean, I'm not going to judge somebody. I'm not going to help them take from people, but I'm not going to judge them. It's their thing. I don't have to like it. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to be part of it. Oh yeah, I know. I tried to. Sorry, I'm not full of shit all of a sudden. I try to watch or at least listen to part of it every day. I do catch at least 10 minutes a day, but sometimes I just can't type because, like, if I have it on my TV and not on, if I have a Roku thing where I can play YouTube videos, but I can't type or see the chat, so I just have it on in the background. Usually in the morning, it turns on. I have like 4 or 5 different channels that when they come on, they just turn on the TV. Ed Grant, Economist Keys, Pops, Braved, a couple others. They just, when their videos, they're in my list of when the new videos start, my TV just goes to that automatically. My YouTube on my TV starts playing them. My dog loves some of you guys' voices when I hear the different videos. He'll wake me up. But yeah, so I do catch part of it. Sometimes if I'm sleeping, I sleep through most of it. But if I'm in the road or something, I just play it in the background. Because I do schedule my appointments in the morning. It's just a lot easier for me. But I've also been sleeping a lot this last week or two because of my arm, neck. But I had a friend on here, Michael Christopher is his handle. He was telling me about the pain I was feeling in my arm. Was he sent me this is amazing what this guy did on Facebook or IG. I got a picture of this neck in this video. He sent me a video all about the muscles and nerves in the neck and in the spine. He was telling me that, or the video was showing me that the discs between the spinal column or spinal discs, there's like a disc, and I kept stretching my neck this way, trying to help this shoulder over here. But apparently, what that was doing was squeezing the disc and pushing pressure onto the nerve. And if you twist it back this way, and you just do like exercises like this 5 times, you just press it down a bunch of times, like just doing this several times, and it relieves the stress that's being pushed on the nerve, and it actually started helping almost immediately. And that was yesterday, the day before. So I've been doing that for 2 days now, and it's been actually helping. So hopefully things will get even better in the next few days, and by next week I'll be able to be. I can't lift my arm all the way up on its own right now, but it's getting better. It's not as much pain. Let's see. I think we got questions here. I just want to. I understand that, Nerdy. Oh, have you tried hiding your green water from what? From natural what? I'm sorry, I missed part of that. No. I live in South Pond. I don't know if you know where that is, B. No, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're from Massachusetts or somebody else said that. Anyways, I live on a pond, so I use natural water all the time. I hydrate with regular water. I boil it, though, so it's not. I don't. No, that's not. I'd rather much use bottled water or distilled water for spraying or um, for doing my core. I prefer using as little natural water as possible. I use bottled water for that. But for hydrating grains, I just use tap water because they're going to be sterilized anyways. But I haven't had much work with that. No. I'm going to rise 1 tub half and half. Heard differently. Yeah, well, what's going to happen with 2 strains in 1 tub? The barrage zone in the middle where the 2 strains are meeting, they're going to fight with each other, and only one's going to win in the middle. But your edges might be fully colonized of 2 different strains. I mean, your ends, you're going to have a center section that probably won't grow as good. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm actually going to be trying that, but I'm going to separate them with plastic, so that's not going to be the same thing. No, I haven't tried that, but maybe a cool test. Try it. Why not? What do you got to lose? I mean, make another jar of corn or something, throw it in. You guys, the experiments are great, guys, but you got to do a control. Do 3 to, if you're going to do a shoebox that's half of one spawn, half of the other strain, you need 3 shoeboxes and 3 different and 2 different strains, and enough to fill 3 shoeboxes. So you're going to do a shoebox that's half and half. Then you're going to do a shoebox of one type and one shoebox of the other type, all with the same weights and measurements of grain and spawn and all that. And then you got your controls. You got your control of just this kind, your control of just that kind, your control of, and then your mix. So you know what's happening. So you know if it was all this, it would look like that. If it was all that, it would look like that. So that's the way you try to do stuff like that. You try to have a control. So you have control over what happens. Like when I do crosses and I'm not 100% sure, I look at the microscope, but my eyes suck. So sometimes I might be missing things. I grow the cross, and then I grow each parent separately. So if I have a albino and a something tall and skinny like a gnat, and I have a fat stumpy albino like something, and I mix them and I get this weird thing that's in the middle, that then probably worked. And by the second pheno generation, you definitely will know if there's something different. I mean, you don't positively know like if it's verified on a microscope, but you can actually see differences sometimes. I mean, that's just for fun though. I mean, that's not like, I'm not selling anything like that. That's just for me to have fun with. Fuck around and find out, right? Yeah. Yeah, you probably would have less of both in the middle. I mean, the edges might, who knows? I mean, you don't know how much they communicate. We don't know what the mycelium say to each other. They might be fighting in the middle and not grow anything. Who knows? But they might just fight in the middle for an inch on each side of the middle. And then over on the other ends, the others are saying, fuck you, I'm just going to grow my mushrooms. So you got 2 sides with mushrooms in the middle with nothing. Or you might have mushrooms, and something crossed in the middle. Who knows what's going to happen? You don't know. It's like an isolated monoculture. You take an isolated monoculture and you get a weird phenotype because of a mutation. So they should all be the same, but you get something weird over on the side. Why is that? They're supposed to be all the same genetics, but some things just happen. Like these stormtrooper. I know. One just fell off. I know this genetic is isolated because they all look almost identical. They're all doing the exact same thing. I gotta harvest these. How will we harvest these on film? I'm going to show you how easy these are to harvest. Okay, you ready? I got a bowl on my lap here. I'm going to harvest these. Harvested. Not that much substrate on there. Look at that. Beautiful ball. There we go. I did that because they're starting to fall off. So that's a clean harvest, I'd say. That's about the cleanest top of substrate I've ever seen after harvesting. Those came off beautifully. Anyways, so put that back. I'll hydrate that after. I'm just going to spray it with a spray bottle. But that's a pretty nice harvest right there. Should we weigh it? I don't know. I think we should weigh it. I don't know where my scale is. There it is. Yeah, I'll get another flush out of that. I'm going to tear out my scale first. Get these out of here. Let me find... Any guesses on how much this all weighs? I know what my guess is. And we're zeroed out. Let's see how much it weighs. Whoa. I dropped one. 117 grams. I thought it was going to be closer to 150. Oh well. 117 grams. Cool. Yeah. Well, that's not bad for a, let's see, not even a month-long flush. I mean, let's see. I spawned this on, well, I made spawn to bulk on September 27th. So less than 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Not even. Not bad. Let's see if there's any questions here. Oh yeah, I mean they actually came off really nice. There's a little bit of substrate on a couple, but it just peels right off. Yeah, that was a really nice pull. I'm gonna put these on a dehydrator and dry these out. These are gonna make nice stuff. So yeah, 117 grams. It's not bad. Yeah, I'll end up with about 10 grams dry. that's not bad for small little wiry fruits. I mean, these are beautiful. I mean, I can't wait to try these out. I'll have these tried tonight. Maybe I'll even try some. Yeah, they came off pretty clean. But yeah, I'm gonna take all these and I'll brush off the ends after they dry, because right now doing it is kind of pointless because of just break the stipes a lot. I can take the bigger chunks off, but there's not really that many big chunks. I mean, hardly any dirt. That's like the dirtiest one I can find. That's not bad. That's so beautiful. Oh, they're attached. That's why. Oh, no, they're on the floor. They're cool. I just love these things. Anyways, I'll dry those out. Oh, it'll be fun. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Mike. Absolutely. Chocolate bars. These are all going in chocolate. This is going to be the new Stormtrooper chocolates. Okay, that's what these are going to be. Good idea, Mike. I got some chocolate upstairs. I'm going to make these tonight. That'll be cool. Well, let's see. I make 10 1-gram bars. Or make 5 3-gram bars. Or 4 3-gram bars. I got some more Stormtroopers in another baggie. Dried already. I could add those in too. Anyways. Ellen has hair. No, I do have a little bit of hair. Not much. Very, very little. I got to trim my hair. I didn't do my hair today. Yep. You like those, Mike, huh? They're not strong. They're not high dosage. They're just, I don't know, maybe if you ate 8 of them, you'd get a little something. But they're just micro doses chocolate bars or cookies. They're more just for dipping in your tea, just to get a little bit, like 0.2 grams each. Make some Pop Rocks Death Star. That'd be cool, actually. I don't know what to figure out. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that'll make a nice chocolate bar. I'll make some chocolate out of that. Maybe I'll make a bunch of little tiny, like 0.5-gram bars. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Let's see how much it dries out to be. They're pretty, actually, they're not that bad. They're pretty firm. They're not hollow. Well, let's see what they look like inside. Okay. The inside's nice. Try to see in real time how they turn. Oh yeah, starting to turn a little bit blue. Oh yeah, these got some good alkali content in them. They're not dark blue, but I just believe that means that the alkaloids aren't oxidizing too quick, so they're staying in. The psilocybin's staying in the mushroom instead of just turning into a blue mess. What does apple cider? I got these little wire brushes, like for cleaning metal. It's like a not a flux brush, but it's just a little tiny wire brush. And once they're dry, if you take it, you just all comes right off. I mean, there's hardly anything on there. After I grind these up, you wouldn't even notice there's substrate in your cookies or your chocolate. Just kidding. There, it's not bad. But yeah, these are beautiful. I love Stormtroopers. They're just so cool looking. I mean, look at the gills turning blue on this one. Can't really tell with the color of the light here, but they're actually very, very beautiful. They're like a light blue. So I've harvested about, let's see, I harvested 8 grams of the, or 14.7 grams of the Kid Gib, another 7. I've harvested almost a couple ounces in the past couple days. But, yeah, I do it for research. You know, I got to make sure I have enough to get the spores out of them and clone them, and got to keep my research going, guys. Remember that, research. No, honestly, Nerdy, I've had core and it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like anything. With the amount of dog hair in my diet, I don't think core is a step up or a step down at all. But no, I clean it off before I do anything. But you'll never know because it's all going to get cooked anyways. I want to get an apple press. You know those presses that they have, the wooden buckets with the screw thing? I want to get one for substrate. Take like an apple press, put your substrate in like a brewer's bag, like Herbie mentions using. I've used them too, but you take the brewer's bag, you put it in the apple press, and you press it, you get all your water out of it. Then you have field capacity core or CVG without having to squeeze each handful because that hurts like hell after a while. Maybe that's how I hurt my shoulder. No, I didn't do that. Never mind. Would have been a good answer, but it's not why. Third farmer. Yeah, take your chocolate, melt it, put some mushrooms in it. No, chocolate is a bitch. Chocolate can be a real bitch because chocolate, the tempering process of real chocolate is a pain in the ass, and you have to know what you're doing. If you get like melts from Walmart, those are different. They don't taste that great, but if you add a little bit of flavoring, they can taste better. But chocolate's a pain in the ass. I don't have a secret to chocolate. I know the temperature has to be specific. You have to keep the temperature just right. I don't know the exact temperatures off the top of my head. I believe it's like 120 or something like that. I don't. You got to stay below certain temperatures. It's easier just to take a double boiler, which is a pot of boiling water, and another pot on top of it with no water in it. Put half your chocolate in that double boiler and melt it down, and then take the rest of your chocolate, remove it from the heat. Take the rest of your chocolate, the other half, and mix it in, and your mushroom powder, and mix it all in so it gets nice and soft. Then put it in your molds. That's the best way I know how to do it. That's just taking your milk chocolate, like your chocolate chips. Take like a quarter of a bag, put it in a double boiler, melt it. Take another quarter of the bag, the original, so you're using like half the bag. You don't want to use 8 ounces at a time. You want to do like 2 ounces and 2 ounces or 4 ounces and 4 ounces of chocolate chips. And then after it's melted at a good temperature, then you add the rest of your chocolate into it to get that crispness back into the chocolate. That I do know, but that's just the easiest way to do it. Yeah, the melting chocolates by Ghirardelli. Those are perfect. Yep, coffee grinder or a magic bullet. I use a magic bullet, or I use a coffee grinder, or I use a blender. But once these are dry, these are going to be cracker dry. They're going to be so dry that I'm going to be able to just take this and just crush it down with like anything, and it'll crush down into a fine powder almost by itself. If they're moist at all and they're like soft and not dry, that's not right. You don't want it like that. You want them cracker dry. I mean, you want them so dry that you can just crush them into a powder. Yeah, exactly. B. Hendricks. Tempering chocolate is an art form, and I don't have the stuff here to do it. When I was young, I went to Johnson & Wales for culinary arts when I was 17, 18. I spent a year doing that, and I did know the different processes. I knew all about cooking back then. Not anymore. I've forgotten. There's just been so long and stuff I didn't learn or needed to learn. But I used to have room with the heating table, cooling tables, and all that stuff to do all the right tempering work and making candies and chocolates and stuff. But that's another lifetime. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, milk chocolate, but yeah, I agree, nerdy. Yeah, any grinder, anything that spins fast with metal and it'll grind up. Paste and mortar will work too. You can just use a paste and mortar, just a bowl and something to grind it up with. There are two bowls that fit inside of each other. You can just kind of, you can make it work. I mean, when you have plenty to work with, it doesn't really make a big deal if you lose a little bit. But I know if I bought like an eighth off someone and I wanted to make something with that eighth, that would be, you wouldn't want to lose a half a gram that way because you paid for it. But I got so much fruit usually that I don't need to worry about it. It's like anything. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I bought a coffee grinder when I first started off Facebook Marketplace for like $5 off some lady next town over. So I got one, but I use the magic bullet I got in the kitchen most of the time. It's easier. It's right there. Yeah. Yeah, nerdy. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I spent the first trimester fucked up. Problem is, I went in the first trimester. They do trimesters, 3 a year, 2 on cooking and 1 in academics. And the first trimester I was there, guess what I got? Academics. The one thing I hated, academics. So you got to do all your book learning the first freaking 3 months you're there. It sucked. Anyways, but there you go. Cooking. Yeah, I don't think I could cook food with cubes. I don't want the extra food in my stomach. I was actually watching a video about. Oh, does anybody know? I know this now. Pancyans, no, Pinnalia cyanescens, TTBVI, that culture that everybody sees as the strongest there is. And they ask what TTBVI stands for. I finally found out what TTBVI stands for. BVI means British Virgin Islands, but the TT, I always thought it was like the or to the whatever. It's Tamarind Tree, British Virgin Islands. TT, Tamarind Tree, British Virgin Islands. The original strain was found on a tamarind tree in the British Virgin Islands. There's some knowledge that not everybody knew. Or maybe everybody did know it and they just didn't want to tell me. If so, but if you didn't know, there you go. Now you know. I'm not going to gatekeep that. I think everybody should know that. Tamarind Tree, British Virgin Islands. That's what TTBVI stands for. Just in case anybody was curious. Tamarind Tree. Yeah, it's not tamarind tree. I can't pronounce it, but that's, yeah. Thank you, Steve. But I didn't know that, and I never heard anybody actually use it properly. So, or say it properly. Tamarind tree, whatever. Tamarind. Yeah, that's what it stands for. It's the tree that they found the British Virgin Island version of the Pancyan. Good to know. Yeah, that's perfect, Derek. I do the same thing. I don't use Hershey bars. I use the Nestle's chocolate chips, or I use the, if you go to Walmart, they got the candy section. They got this brown bag of melting chocolate. I use those, and then I put mint extract and a couple other flavors in. I'm a minty kind of person. I like mint. So whatever you buy from me usually tastes minty. Or get from me, I should say, sorry. Let's see, what else do we got to talk about? I don't really have much else going on right now. I got to make CBG this week. Well, CV. I don't usually use G. I use CV, CC, PS. But that's too long. Core, vermiculite, calcium carbonate, a little bit of baking soda. But I have a new Pancyan culture I just got from Pheno Dreamers. The guy that won the first fan filter unit and then gave it away. It is called B-Bar. B-Bar Pancyan. This is just spores I just put on here. I don't know if they're even growing yet. I might have one growing. Well, I either got one growing or I got some contamination. Anyway, that was kind of cool. You sent me a print. But that's a Pancyan from some place called B-Bar. I can't remember what the original is. I got it in the drawer over there. I can look it up, but I abbreviated it B-Bar. Anyway, so let's see. Low battery warning. Why do I have a low battery warning? Anyways. Okay, guys. I have got to end the stream. My battery's down to 10%, and apparently my charger's not working. But I will be here next week. And if anybody has any questions or anything they'd like to see on this live on Sundays, please email me. My email is down in the corner, right down here, right here. Look, see, it says MycoAlan, mycology@gmail.com. See, that's where my name is. Email me. Any questions, any texts you want me to review or talk about or find out about. Yeah, just hit me up. But I'm definitely going to have to end this today because the battery's going to die. And hopefully I'll be able to figure out this freaking computer by next week. Hopefully something will be happening. I'm probably going to figure this out. Anyways, maybe I'll use this laptop I found at the dump. Maybe I can get that working. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. And take care, Mike. Take care. Hey, Wayne. Nice to see you. Sorry, I just saw you. Bill, Jambo, Wayne, Bill, Harley, Mike, Derek, Nerdy, B. Hendricks, all you guys. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Anyways, hit me up. Yeah, Nerdy's good with cubes. He loves cooking. He makes some beautiful candies and stuff. They're very, very good, I've heard. Okay. Anyways, much love, guys. Talk to you next week. Bye, y'all.